Hey guys, what's up? So I decided I'm going to make an update video for my room, my game room down here, since I update it all the time pretty much. I got some new goodies and I'd like to show you. I'm not quite sure if I've even shown the new setup yet. I may have, but I've got a bigger TV there. I moved this chair down here. That's a beast of a chair. I got my Star Wars fleece blanket on there. It keeps me extremely warm because this is leather, and it's a little cold down here just because it is the basement. And that thing, if I'm not wearing a shirt or whatever, I can sit back up against that and it's not cold, and there's a little chair next to it. But some of the stuff that I really wanted to show you was this. I've decided to make it kind of like the movie area for now until I get more. And I've got a CED player right there. There's a Atari flashback on top of it, but there's the CED player. I've got the CRT TV. Oh, little Terminator head. That's actually a mug. Really fun. I've got some movies. There's Gumby the movie, Evil Dead 2 on VHS. The CED discs are right there. Let's see. Down here I've got Reptilicus and the Day of the Terrifieds, which I have the poster right there of Day of the Terrifieds. And then I've got Rocky 1 through 5 on VHS. Coming up here, this is one of my more favorite things that I have. I love Terminator. I'm a huge fan of the Terminator movies. 1 and 2, a little bit of 3, and that's usually it. But this here is Laserdisc. So it is not a record. It is not a vinyl or anything like that, album. Some people think that. They look at Laserdiscs and they think that it's a record. But no, this is actually a Laserdisc set, sorry. Because there's 2 of them. Get it out. Try and do it with one hand here. Alright. So here it is. Here's the side 1 and 2. Picking up John Connor's face. Laserdisc. Bam! You can see me in the Laserdisc because it's gigantic. Oh, almost dropped it. Almost cried. Yep, it says there, Terminator 2 Judgment Day Special Edition. Laserdisc. These are gigantic. Anybody who has not seen a Laserdisc, this is, like, it's huge. It is gigantic. It is extremely fun. I love it. It's got some scratches. I don't know if you can really tell. Like, there's one right there. It's kind of hard to see. I haven't played it because I don't have a Laserdisc player yet. But check that out. This is awesome. Terminator 2 Special Edition. This, in my opinion, is one of the coolest ways to display the movies. This sucks with one hand. These things are huge. There we go. To have this kind of a fold out, I mean, look at this. This is, I mean, fantastic. It's got chapters here. It's got, you know, you've got here chapter 10. It tells you what happens in the chapters. So that's really cool. And it's also got them all down here. All the way up to the end of the movie. They've got you all of the, you know, the scenes and things like that. And it's got a nice, sorry about the glare, it's got an awesome picture here of the Terminator, Sarah Connor, John Connor, all of that. And on the back, it's also got a bunch of stuff as well. So, fantastic. Ooh, excuse me. I burped. But, try and get this back in here with one hand. That's what she said. Anyway, put that in there. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Laserdisc. Beautiful. I want to get a lot more on Laserdisc. I love the format. I just love the old format of it. It interests me, just like the CED player. Laserdisc is awesome. I want to get the first Terminator on Laserdisc, and I want to get the RoboCop movies on Laserdisc, and a few other movies. Here, this thing is cool. Speaking of Terminator coolness, this is the Terminator Vault, the complete story behind the making of the Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's a book. It just talks about the making of the movie and some cool things. It also has included in it, which I have sitting over there, It has a lot of things that are included with it. Some concept art, some posters, some movie stills, some director's notes, things like that, which I thought was cool. It also has a little picture of Sarah Connor from the first one. It's like a replica photo. It's a really, really neat thing to have if you're interested in the Terminator, and then you should get that. I really recommend that. But I'm going to go ahead and show you those things that come out of it. Here's the photo that it comes with. It even has, like, on the back, it has like some damage and wear to it. Oh, come on, focus. Of a photo. That's really cool. They look like little pictures from parts of like the filming, the directing, and things like that. It shows some really cool stuff. Gives a little bit of information on the front and back side. It's got the slides. There's a bunch of slides, which are cool, from the movies. This here looks like some concept ideas, some of the drawings that they had going on. It has some of it says stop motion, motorized. It's given some ideas for the movie and stuff like that, which is cool as well. This thing here, I thought this was really cool. This is casting notes. It talks about some of the people they tried to contact, what they said, some of the budget that these people wanted, Kurt Russell, Christopher Reeves. They had people like Tommy Lee Jones. It talks about, this is right here, Christopher Reeve passed. Talks about who wanted the project. Mel Gibson was, considered for it. This is really interesting to read because, all of them say reproduction on it. But it's still cool. I think it's neat. This here is a little Terminator 2 crew badge. I'm assuming this is what they had on set when they were filming the movie to prove that they were, the actual people that were supposed to be on set. Like, again, reproduction. But I still think that's awesome. I want to get a little plastic thing for it. Here's a concept design for the T-1000, I believe. And his head and how it, blows up. Things like that. Maybe not a concept, but maybe just a drawing of it. Not sure, but that's awesome. Same with the last one, but except it's the Terminator. It shows a little bit more damage to him. It shows that it's just some art. It's got his signature down there. Reproduction. They all say reproduction. This thing, I thought this was really neat. This is apparently this was sent out to people of the cast and crew about the screening date for Terminator 2. They changed the date on it and they sent this out. It even has like a little, letter style to it. And it talks about where it's going to be and everything else, which is cool. I thought that was pretty interesting. Here is some of it seems like some of the scenes and things like that. Some of the notes for it, Future War in the main titles, the Arrival, Biker Bar, Outside the Biker Bar. So this is like scenes. They're writing it down as to, what's happening and what's going to happen and everything like that. And it goes all the way up to where they find her friend. What the hell was his name? Now I don't even know what the hell his name was. Wow, that's embarrassing. The Hispanic guy. I have no idea what his name was. That fucking bothers me now. Enrique. Damn, there we go. But it goes up till they pull the guns on each other. So cool. And then last, here's a poster. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's in a different language. So this was probably the poster that they used over wherever it's from. I mean, it could be Spanish. I'm not sure. But I think it's still pretty neat to see, different posters for it, everything like that. It's really cool for the first Terminator movie. And nothing to do with it, but a little picture of Gamera that I printed off that has absolutely nothing to do with the Terminator, but I thought it was cool. So shut up! But that's some of the new stuff that I have going on down here. If you notice, I put up a lot more posters down here. I went ahead and put my Terminator and RoboCop poster down here, as you're coming down the stairs and as you're coming across some of the Universal monster movies and some of the serial, what do you call them, Flash Gordon film posters and shows and stuff like that. So the Frankenstein, and then going over Flash Gordon. Here's Bruce Lee. This is one of those little cloth, I guess poster, if you want to call it that, cloth thingies. I thought that was neat. I'm probably going to want to move it somewhere else because my computer's blocking it. And I want it, but there's not a whole lot of other places to put it down here. So we got the Nightmare on Elm Street glove. This was the collector's one. That's real metal. So it was really expensive. I believe my brother bought that for me. Dracula, Metropolis, a lamp, The Fly, The Day the Earth Stood Still. There's a Superman. This is a metal sign. Those are paper. I guess cardboard-ish paper thing. Day of the Terrifieds, as you've seen. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That is also. I'm a little upset about this right here. Incredible Hulk, Captain America, things like that. Got a couple of new DVDs. I've got this horror 10-pack DVD, and that's about it. That's about all the new stuff that I have down here. I got a couple of new PS2 games. I got Vice City and Mortal Kombat Armageddon. And there's a little RoboCop action figure. But yeah, so that's all I really got, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if I get anything else, I'll definitely update you on it, and we can talk later. Have a good day. Bye.